This is a special edition of the Kingdom Performance and Wellness Podcast, man. I am the host, Roman Griffin Jr., and today I have my guest, Amy, one of my very favorite clients. It's a doubly special episode because it's also Sadie's birthday party in the back there. Clap it up for Sadie, everybody.
That is right up your alley.
Yeah. I don't know who thought of this.
What is it, Grandma? What is
I
it?
think it's a blanket.
It's a gift to hug you and keep you warm.
Thank you. And they'll tell you I always got a blanket. I take blood thinners and I'm cold all the time.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very thoughtful.
and my favorite color.
He's been a part of my journey for the last year and getting my quality of life back, and a lot of things I'm able to do now. I mean, he's always testing me and pushing me and teaching me when I have doubts on myself that I can do things. I jumped on a box for the first time. I mean, getting myself airborne, that was a feat. So, I mean, thanks to him, he's there saying, yes, you can do it. I'm saying, no, I can't. He said, yes, you can. So, I mean, it's been nice having a positive role model and somebody that believes in you and can push you to your limits and show you that when you do have doubts in yourself, that all you need that little extra oomph and you can do it. So
Clap it up one more time, man. I'm just going through the cancer. You feel like you have to, heal her, and so you start doing the research, but at the same time, you yourself aren't in good health. Could you go even more into your own health struggles as you were learning to, manipulate the nutritional piece for your mom and yourself?
no, when I first walked into it, I mean, I've had some afflictions over the years. I mean, like I said, I've had a heart attack, I've had a stroke, I've had cancer myself. I had cervical cancer. I have had a history of migraines. I had high blood pressure. I had prediabetes. I was on 3 blood pressure pills when I started my journey. I also had polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I had female issues going on as well, so my estrogen levels were all over the place. I was a mess. People don't really realize how many things that those 3 things, your cortisol, your insulin, and your estrogen, what those things control. And when they're out of whack, what it does to your body. I said, I was living on migraine. I was taking Imitrex injections. I always had migraines. And I'm living on that and ibuprofen. My body was always so inflamed. I never felt good. There was always some part of me. I just felt like, oh my God, getting up today, go take some ibuprofen, go shoot another Imitrex injection. When I started getting the weight off my body and started doing the whole fasting piece of it, the migraines went away. All my hormones started balancing out. When I went back in and they did my blood panels, started looking at my cholesterol and everything else, once I had been doing, I'd lost the first, 100 pounds when I went back in to have my second round of blood work done. And they started looking at my estrogen and everything else, and they're like, everything's back kind of where it needs to be. I wasn't feeding myself food all day long, where needless to say, I'm stressed out. I had a high stress job, so cortisol's always up, and I'm shooting down all these high insulin foods, very high glycemic foods. I was the carb queen.
The first things that I learned about her was that she had lost this weight with not very strenuous exercise, So I meet this person and I learned that she's lost hundreds of pounds walking. You know what I'm saying? Walking on, treadmills and outdoors with ankle weights and a weighted vest. And I'm like, man, this is unheard of, Yeah, me and Amy are friends, Sometimes we don't do training. Sometimes we're laying down on our yoga mat and we don't get through the workout. One of the most interesting conversations that I've had with her is about the government, and the role that they play in the foods that are available to us. So she talked a lot about the different chemicals and things that are in our foods, and I'm aware of how, there's certain things that are allowed in our foods that are not allowed in other countries,
Yep.
So I'm going to pass it off to you again. Just talk about the role the government plays with our food and even the connection between food and the drugs.
Agreed. Yeah, it's an interesting read, and anybody can look it up. You start looking at foods from the U.S. that are banned in other countries and why. the ingredients that are in them and the reasons why, and majority of them are linked to things like, the kids with their ADHD, cancer, they're carcinogenic.